was another disappointing season for the Dees in 2025, finishing 14th, winning 7 games with a percentage of 93. But as cliche as it is, there is always a silver lining. In 2019, we saw the rise of track superstardom, and in 2017, it ended in tears for a few of us, but Clary won his first Best and Fairest in his second year, and the rest is history. So here are the 7 highlights that I've extrapolated from the 2025 season that will hopefully see us jump back into finals with a new coach at the helm. The first one, Bowie breaks out. The 2020 first-round pick started his career in extraordinary fashion, winning 17 consecutive games and a premiership, but arguably he had plateaued since then. After averaging 17 disposals in his first 4 years, we were never sure if Bowie would live up to those high expectations that he set in his first season and a half. However, Bowie jumped up to 22.6 disposals this season, but it was more his cleanliness and precision, also his underrated toughness being only 175 centimeters, that really stood out. He's one of the few players that can actually execute that low running dart, probably along with Judd McVie, and the more ball we get into Jake's hands, the better. The 22-year-old suffered an ugly collarbone injury in round 0 last season, which stunted his growth, but he is sure to finish high up in this year's Best and Fairest count. Number 2, Max is not slowing down. It was yet another dominant season from Max Gawn. I'd say one of his best, but there are just so many to choose from. At 33 years of age, he showed why he is still the best ruckman in the competition. His ability to go back behind the ball and take a contested grab is unmatched. He ranks second behind the freak Darcy in total contested marks and third in the competition for contested possession amongst an array of midfielders. This is being recorded before the All-Australian team is announced, but surely Max Gawn is going to get his 8th record-equaling All-Australian blazer. Number 3, fitness and availability. While perhaps this paints a poor picture that we weren't able to capitalise in a season where we had so few missing, we do have to give credit to the strength and conditioning staff who kept our boys on the park for the majority of the season. McVie's pre-season hamstring, Lever's constant lower body injuries were really the only 2 major injuries, and then obviously we had a lot of innocuous concussions and Jack Varney's broken hand. The fact that Max Gawn played a full season as solo ruck, Varney seems to be over his foot troubles, Petty, aside from that concussion, played the rest of the season without any soft tissue injuries, means that the boys hopefully will be fit and firing coming into this preseason. Number 4, Melk aging like wine. It's crazy that 33-year-old Jake Melksham had a career best season in front of the sticks with 33 majors this season. Playing as a defensive forward at just 186 centimeters, shutting down Harris Andrews and Darcy Moore and the like, it's crazy to think that he wasn't even in our 2021 premiership side. It's great to see that he has been rewarded with another contract, and despite him coming to an inevitable end of his career in the near future, his IQ and leadership are super important for the development of our young forwards. Number 5, Disco's development. Despite his family suffering the devastating loss of home due to a fire before Christmas last year, Daniel Turner has delivered in career best form, a powerful blend of resilience and performance. After being in and out of the side in the opening rounds, Turner was shifted back to defence, and at one stage he ranked 8th in key defenders per champion data. The 23-year-old is a bona fide star and will play a pivotal role in rectifying our defence with a fit Jake Lever being able to peel off as the interceptor. He appears the obvious long-term successor to Stephen May, and it's easy to forget he was our 2nd selection in the 2021 mid-season draft. Number 6, transition trending in the right direction. It was obvious that Simon Goodwin was trying to implement change, but after the first 5 losses, it looked like a disaster. However, it slowly started to turn, and we ended up taking advantage of our offensive halfbacks like Trent Rivers, Judd McVie, Jake Bowie, and being able to create defensive half change into scores. We know that the final connection piece is still a work in progress, but we're not solely relying on clearance and scrap for our entries. We rank 7 for chain to score and rebound 50s to inside 50 across the home and away season, And at round 15, Champion Data's Daniel Hoyne ranked us second for speed of ball movement. So we're moving in the right direction, but we just need to figure out how to turn that supply into scores more often. Number 7, Cozzy stays loyal. I've left the best until last, and arguably the brightest of shining lights was Cozzy penning a 7-year contract extension, keeping him at the Dees until 2034. As supporters, we were all dreading the departure of our most talented and valuable asset, but it all unraveled so quickly, and we are just over the moon and ecstatic that we get to watch Cozzy for many years to come. I've touched on the ramifications of this deal in another video, but individually, Cozzy had an incredible season. He was just 9 disposals off, averaging 20 touches and 2 goals, which would have been a 14-year first in the competition. Regardless, he should definitely get his maiden All-Australian selection and continue on in 2026. I've definitely left a few out there, including the rise of Harvey Langford, but I'm going to wait until he really takes that next step and we start to see what a superstar he can be next year and the years coming. But while 2025 was another disappointing season on the ladder, it wasn't without hope. From breakout stars to loyal leaders, from the resilience of our veterans to the emergence of our next generation, the foundations are still there. And honestly, if a new coach can harness that mix of talent, toughness, and transition, I fully believe that the Dees can bounce back into September next year.